Hello artists. Today we are going to be working in Sketches School again. We've used this in the past, but if you don't have it, go into self-service, go up to the top three dots, go down to art, and then you're going to download this Teosui Sketches School. All right, you should already have it. Okay. Last class you created design by inspired by Chris Zidek, where we overlapped like 4 or 5 shapes using concentric lines. Okay, so this one's got 1, 2, 3. This one's got 1, 2. This one's got 1, 2, 3. So hopefully you created a design like that. You are going to go into Sketches School, which we just downloaded it. You can click that green folder, and we're going to click the plus sign. Okay, next we're going to go to the 3 dots. We're going to hit the square with the down arrow, and we can go to photo. If it asks you to access your photos, you need to hit OK, allow it, and then you're going to click on your design. All right. After you got that design in, we can click this little arrow to confirm it, or that little check mark to confirm it, and then you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, I'm going to go up to my pen, the second one from the top. Right now mine's red. You want to make sure that you have that selected. You also need to go and click on the smallest dot, and we need to set our ink to black. Okay, now we're ready to add some patterns to our designs. You can also check out Seesaw. I have put some stuff in there to help you out. Let's go check it out. So you go into Seesaw, you can go to your art class. Go into your art class. You should have something that looks kind of like this. And what I've done is I've just created a couple worksheets for you with some patterns. This is one that another art teacher created, and I added a few more designs for you to check out too. Notice that you start with 1. These actually walk you through how to make them. So 1, 2, you add a little bit more. 3, you finish off the design. So it kind of just helps walk you through how to do those things. You'll recognize this one too. This is the one we used on our La Lu self-portraits that we did. These would be great to add to your designs too. All right, but you are going to use that black ink with that small pen to add patterns to your design. Now I know that this is going to be kind of hard. Do your best. I know that you're using your finger most likely. If you have a stylus, you're welcome to use a stylus. But you need to add designs to, how about at least 1 line per shape. So I'm doing this stripe right now. That means I can leave that darker pink one blank. Okay, if you want to do more than that, that's fine. How about at least 1 stripe per shape? I can zoom in and out. Don't forget, that might make it easier to do some of these things. Don't do the same designs over and over. Mix it up. You should do, however, the same design for each row. So I'm on this kind of this bright pink. I'm not going to change my pattern halfway through. I'm going to stick with that. And then when I go to another shape to work on, that's when I'll change my pattern. Alright, so there I have 1 pattern done. I can go on and do something else. Maybe I'll do like a zigzag pattern on this one. Remember that you can always use this back button up in the top corner if you make a mistake. Okay, and I'm going to just continue working on adding patterns to this. Here's an example of one that is already done. I'm not going to use up all your time making you watch me do this. Here's one that I did before. Okay, you can see that I used a variety of different designs. Sometimes I even change the thickness of my line. So here I'm using a little bit thicker line compared to these ones, which are really skinny. That's fine. Use a bit of variety to it. Obviously, I didn't quite finish this one. Looks like I was missing a pattern on kind of this turquoise line, a pattern on this one. It looks like I forgot to finish that one too. But I want you to go ahead. Oh, here we go. Here's a finished one. I want you to go in. Remember I said at least one pattern per shape. You can see this one I actually did 2 patterns. You're more than welcome to go above and beyond and do extra if you want. When you're all done with your design, you're going to click these 3 dots up in the top of your Sketches School. We're going to click the square with the arrow pointing up, and we are going to go down to Save Image. And that should be saved in my photos then. Let's go check it out. Yep, there it is. Okay, submit that to me on Seesaw when you are finished. All right, so you're going into Sketches School with your design that you created last class. Okay, then you're adding patterns to at least one pattern to each shape. So this one I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I should have at least 5 different patterns on this. Remember to use Seesaw for some pattern ideas too. All right, can't wait to see what you guys make. Take care. If you are somebody who chose to draw out your design last class, you have the same thing to do today. You're going to just take a black crayon or marker instead and add patterns on top of your drawing instead of doing it digitally. Okay, so it depends on what you chose to do last class.